Move it.
Alright, we're back for the next episode. Getting back on the main quest. Might be 1 or 2, maybe 3, who knows. We'll see how things go. Going to a white's lair. Gonna kill a spotted white. Oh shit. Shit in my way. Hello, new horse. Sorry, Roach. You're no longer my horse. I free you.
Go.
Monsters.
You're ugly.
Probably more Vargas down there. More Vargas down there, I guess.
Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm. A message. Trying to tell me something.
Probably. Let's save so I don't run here again.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right.
Rude curse, man. Rude curse.
Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around.
Need to look around, and I hate portals have got to be his most said things in this entire third game.
Pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
Those Kikimores? Oh,
Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship. Must have graced a rich man's table.
For a few days now, I've been having dizzy spells. I've never experienced anything like this before. If it carries on, although I can't stand witchcraft and sorcery, I'll have to visit a herbalist. The dizziness has not gone away. Worst of all, it's been joined by pain, so strong that at times I cannot see. I've been to the herbalist. A repulsive crone looked at me and said she had seen a monster. She gave me some cursed mixture that I have to drink twice a day. It's not helping at all. Today, like every day, I looked in the mirror and was lost for words. I usually check that I don't have any wrinkles or bags under my eyes, but today there are no wrinkles. But I'd rather there were. I have hair growing on my breasts. It's horrible. It's got to be because of these damned herbs. I went to the herbalist to smash her face in, but her chambers were empty. She must have known what would happen to me and legged it. Whoa. My family is starting to suspect something, although I am cutting the hair back, which is growing back faster and faster. I've tried to put the idea out of my head, but I can't hold it back any longer. Maybe it wasn't the herbs that have led to this, but a curse placed upon me by an old beggar whom I had to chase off one time. I have to find out. I want to hire someone who can find the herbalist. I cannot think, and it is getting hard to write. Loneliness, no family, eat. I want to eat, not a good spoon, empty spoons, nothing. Eat. It hurts. Mirror, lies, no. Ah!
Poor girl. Realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant. Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe?
Take all your fucking spoons.
No spoon you have shall say to you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
Yeah, what about this spoon?
A spoon key. Sophisticated crafting. Tag bears a description. White's a true collector.
This certifies the item up for auction. An antique spoon key forged at the Christopherson and Sons workshop in 1210 belongs to Smeagol Circus. Ah! Smeagol Circus. Andy Circus, you know. War of the Rings. Yeah, you guys know.
White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense.
Dear Master Levasseur, I know you track outlaws for pay, and I have an unusual assignment for you. No doubt you wonder why I have drawn you out here, and why we cannot meet in person. You see, in my present situation, any kind of meeting is very risky. Not so much for me, as for the person with whom I meet, for I am afflicted by a curse, or, as I hope, and why I have turned to you, the side effects of medicine given to me some time ago by a herbalist. Soon after I visited this herbalist, she disappeared without a trace. I just desperately wish to understand my illness, so I wish to hire you to find her. When you do, learn as much from her as you can about the medicine she gave me. If my suffering is a result of wickedness, then make her provide an antidote. I assure you that I have ample wealth and will reward you with no small part of it for your services. If it turns out my suffering is not the fault of the herbalist, please let her go. I will then have a different task for you, because this shall mean I am afflicted by a terrible curse, which only the gods can cure. I believe it was cast upon me by a certain beggar whom came by the manor while I was hosting a soiree for a few friends. If you can find that vagrant, I will pay you double. Sadly, all I remember of him is that he sold mirrors. I am aware that this is not much aid for your hunt, yet I trust in your considerable talents and wish you the best of luck. Marlene de Trastamra? Another spoon.
Woman's name scratched into this wooden spoon. Romantic. Right arm bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him. Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy. No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death. Actually does seem like a White's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here.
Down with the Kickamores and shit, I suspect.
Cauldron I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy.
Okay, first, let's go find out what's over in this area.
pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
Monstrous curses and their descriptions. Introduction. Curses that change a fellow into monstrous creature have existed since the dawn of time. They have a variety of origins and a variety of effects. It normally happens that a mage or a sorceress casts a curse and the spell changes the subject. It doesn't always happen right or straight away. Sometimes the person who has been cursed changes slowly bit by bit. It also happens that a normal fellow can cast a curse, someone whose conscience is clear and who has done good in their life. Such a person can acquire power, and thus the aggrieved can place a curse on the evildoer. Such curses are strong and cannot be removed easily. Thus, everything by which human suffering is atoned is long, lasting, and painful.
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Thousands of them here. White's been a collector for years. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
Alright, back to the cauldron.
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
So many spoons,
Table
man.
set. White who lives here is getting ready for some sort of feast. White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse. And it's been trying desperately to lift it. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. We just need some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
The fuck am I supposed to hide? Oh, yes, in the closet. Poor woman, man.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it. You tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest. Just need a bit for Regis. And now we'll tend to you. Need to get this right. Words of the curse were None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. We can't use spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons.
I hope that's right.
Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness. Think it worked. Just not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the white. Won't be hard to find given its stench.
Oh, I hope I actually cured that. If not, I'm gonna be a little upset. I don't like killing sentient monsters, man. So that's why I definitely tried to cure the curse. Because my Geralt does not kill sentient monsters. Ever. Well, not ever, ever. Like 90% of the time he won't. Fuck that horse, I guess.
Shh, easy. Not gonna hurt you.
Eat. I must eat.
I'll take you someplace safe. So I took her by the hand and led her here. Seemed the only sensible place for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly here. Don't worry, sir. I shall see to everything. She is safe here and in good hands. She'll soon be back on her feet.
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100 years when I found her.
Horrid. Whatever brought this about?
Told me her story on the way here. Her name's Marlena. She was once the very beautiful and proud heiress to the Trastamara estate. One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence and waited.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he depart hungry. To neglect the custom is to bring great misfortune down upon oneself.
Marlena didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feast to her dogs than to give the beggar anything. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again. Since she adored feasts, he swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her. And as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, he swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would sate her hunger.
A harsh punishment. I imagine lifting the curse was hardly simple.
So, if we've learned anything, guys, is if you're rich and powerful, and in a fantasy castle, if a beggar comes, give them shelter, give them food, give them money, or else they'll turn you into some kind of creature. Either a white or whatever beast was in Beauty and the Beast.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is. Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a white, she stole spoons and lured folk into her home, trying each time to get them to dine with her. Didn't work.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons, and make her look at her reflection.
That's it? That was all it required?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a white, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company for a feast.
I imagine so. But, most importantly, it is now over. Please, don't worry. She will be in good hands here.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
Woo! Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Well, I think we can actually do the dyes. I think it's bright enough now. Let's check out what dyes look like. Oh, and we have an armor to put somewhere. Actually kind of like that. Don't like that. That's kind of nice. That's pretty much the same. That works surprisingly well. I actually really like that too. Meh. Meh. That works pretty nice. Shit. I'll go with the pink. I like the way that looks a lot. Look at all those spoons I looted. Can I create the dyes here? Or do I have to go like downstairs? Yeah, okay, I can create the dyes here. That is such a good decoction. Too bad I don't have a grave hag. Attack power to reach the maximum threshold. I could have sworn I had this one. Huh? Let's do the full pink. Oops, inventory. Okay, you can't see those ones, but okay, so now here's to you. Thanks for watching.